Hi there, my name is Leah Anderson, and I'm very excited to be sharing with you today my informative speech. So to start us off, I want to ask a few questions. What were to happen if one morning you wake up, you drive to Starbucks or Jittery Joe's to get your daily caffeine kick, and they're out of coffee? Or if you wake up craving that orange, and you reach into your fridge, and all your citrus fruits are gone? Well, although it may be far in distance from us, the Amazon rainforest provides us with many daily delicacies that we often take for granted. And with the destruction of the world's largest carbon reservoir, the Amazon, we're at risk of higher increasing speeds of climate change. So after taking multiple conservation courses and being a member of the Green Thumbs Club, I thought this information is vital and everyone should know how deforestation of the Amazon impacts us. So today, I'm going to be speaking about deforestation in the Amazon and how it impacts the world, even though we're thousands of miles away. So first, I'm going to be speaking about how the deforestation in the Amazon can really change the Brazilian landscape. Second, I'm going to be speaking upon how it's impacted ecosystems and entire species found in the rainforest. And third, I'm going to be talking upon the impacts it has had on carbon reservoirs and climate change. So let's start off with landscape. So the trees and the shrubbery found in the Amazon often create a net with their roots that holds together the damp soil and the rainy atmosphere. So with the removal of those undershrubbery and trees, the net system that the roots usually create has disappeared, and oftentimes soil erosion is found. There's been an increase in landslides, and entire hillsides have been taken into the river from this. So with less trees is also less transpiration. So transpiration is a process in which the trees pull water from the ground through the roots, through the trunk, and into the air. So this creates a damper atmosphere. It creates clouds, fog, mist, and the dew often found on plants. So Anne Haywood, a National Geographic scientist, conducted a study in 2019 which found that the forested areas of the Amazon are oftentimes 5 degrees Celsius colder than the non-forested area. So with less trees to cover the ground, that heat has impacted a lot of agriculture, and with less trees to produce moisture into the air, dry season has lasted longer. Next, I'm going to speak upon how entire ecosystems and species have gone extinct or endangered. So with dry seasons lasting longer, river habitats have been obliterated. Local fisheries have been really damaged by changing river fluctuations, and a lot of rivers gone dry. So according to the IUCN list, which is a nationally recognized list compiled by multiple universities and government organizations, in 2019, they posted that there's over 2,600 species either endangered or extinct just in that year in the Amazon, which is home to the largest number of the world's biodiversity. So, and according to another study conducted by Fred Pierce in 2019, who is a Yale scientist, entire food chains have been crippled. With the extinction of small animals such as mice that are found in the Amazon leads to the extinction of the predators that eat the mice, so it's a ripple effect through the food chain. And third, and finally, I'm going to be speaking about how carbon and greenhouse gases has been impacted, how the levels and emissions through the rainforest has been impacted from deforestation. So agriculture in the world accounts for about 8% of the world's carbon emissions. So this is through the methane in animal byproducts, and with the land cleared to hold the animals and to plant the fields, less than 30% of the original amount of carbon can be absorbed into the atmosphere because there's less trees to filter the carbon. So in addition, with less trees, the carbon has to go somewhere. So it is found home to new carbon reservoirs such as the ocean, which has created another ripple effect. And say the carbon can't be absorbed by the trees, gets absorbed by the ocean, this leads to rising ocean temperatures. And so according to Glenn Hurowitz, who's also another Yale representative, the sea temperature rising, about 8% of that is due to carbon that would have been absorbed by the Amazonian trees, but was not. So in conclusion, deforestation in the Amazon has caused changes in the Amazonian landscape, has obliterated entire species and ecosystems, and has caused an increase in climate change as increased levels in carbon emissions. But before you freeze and panic, there are many solutions that can be offered from governmental to local levels. Obviously, we can't vote in Latin American countries where the Amazonia is home to, but we can vote at local levels that impact how much funding we send to international companies. And in your own hometown, you could always donate to programs such as WWF or even increase your own recycling efforts. Every effort counts. Thank you.